Hey everybody, Raven Ember here. I know it's been a bit since I uploaded my last video. This channel is still very small and I've only got a handful of subscribers, so realistically, no one's sitting around noticing the gap yet. You don't know what schedule I'm aiming for and you don't know what I'm trying to build here. But I know, and it matters to me. So I want to address why there's been a gap. It's not because I don't have ideas and it's not because I don't know where to go next with content. I actually have a long list, some light, some funny, some darker, some a little spicy. Stories I want to tell, insights and hard-earned wisdom I want to pass on. But I can't move forward with the content I have planned without first acknowledging what's been happening in my life. I've said from the beginning that I want this to be a space where we can be honest and transparent, and that has to include what's going on with me and my life. That's part of the ethos here. This is how I build my content. This is what you'll find in this space. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. The reason I haven't recorded or posted anything new is because during the week of my last upload, I said goodbye to a beloved family member and pet. That week, we found out she had cancer and we only had a few days left with her. So content creation took a back seat while I spent some time with her and my kids and making the last of those few days. In a strange way, that time was a gift. One I've never really had before. Over the past year, there's been a lot of loss in my life. Loss that was sudden, loss without warning, loss without time to prepare. This time was different. This time I was given a few extra days, time to be present, time to say goodbye, time to sit with what mattered. And I'm incredibly grateful for that. I think I needed that. I'll be sharing more of my life. I'll be sharing more about my life over the past year in upcoming videos, including why I'm here, why I'm creating content, and what is shaping this chapter. But I wanted you to understand why this loss hit as hard as it did, and why those few extra days meant everything. As part of my grieving process, I'm planning to make a tribute video that feels important to make. Something very personal, coming out of love, loss, and gratitude all at once. It's something I want to share because the relationship itself mattered, and the impact she had on our lives mattered. Also, as I was starting to get back into the headspace to work again, as I was sitting down and feeling ready to move forward, something else came up. I received a phone call about a separate situation. I can't get into details because it's a legal matter, but what I can say is that it involves a past relationship. That situation has brought trauma back to the surface. Trauma that isn't talked about enough in society, especially when it comes to non-physical forms of abuse. As I started preparing to move through this legal process, I realized there's content that will come up from this as well. I don't want to get too deep into that right now, but when that video comes, it will have a very clear trigger warning, and I will make that explicit. I don't know yet when that content will be released, but I do know that it doesn't belong next to a tribute to a beautiful soul. Those things need space. Because I can't live in darkness all the time, between the heavier videos, there will be lighter ones, because balance matters, and this is something I'm trying to model here. In a way, this video is both a heads up about what's coming and a statement about what this space is going to be as it continues to grow. This channel is going to reflect real life, the light and the heavy, all handled with care. That's where I am right now, and I wanted to be honest about that going forward. Thank you for being here. If any part of this video brought something up for you, you're not alone. If you feel comfortable commenting or sharing, I'll be there. And if not, you are still very much seen. Liking and subscribing really does help the channel grow, and on a video like this, a like isn't telling me that you like what I'm going through. It just tells me you appreciate the honesty. That support helps more than you know. I'll see you in the next one.